This is the step-by-step guide on how to get your first full push-up, and I'm going to explain this using this ruler as a diagram. So performing a push-up with perfect form is harder than you think, but in this video I'll go through the form of a perfect push-up as well as the progressions that you'd go through to reach this point. So first of all, the push-up progression works by changing this lever, right? So this is basically the weight distribution of the push-up. So let's say that the tip of the ruler here, this is your head, your feet are around here. So that's your head, that's your feet. And let's say, first of all, the easiest progression of a push-up is a wall push-up. A wall push-up, your head is here, your hands are like pressing into the wall. I'll pull up a graphic or a picture of how this actually works. It's basically like in its name, it's a push-up where you're standing, your feet are about 30 centimeters from the wall, and you just perform a push-up. That's the first progression. The whole way that this push-up progression works is you change the lever. You slowly move your feet, you slowly move your head and your hands lower and lower towards the ground, where the thing that you're pressing up from is closer and closer to the ground until you're eventually flat like that, and that's your feet there and that's your hands there. That's how it works. That's how the lever works. So step one is wall push-ups. After you get comfortable with wall push-ups, you can do 10 to 15 reps, ideally 15 reps. Move your feet a bit further away and do the same wall push-ups. Then again, go for 10, 15 reps, ideally 15. After you do this, step 3 is doing push-ups on a sofa or a counter. So this is my little, pretend this is the sofa right here. This is crazy production quality, by the way. This is your sofa. You move your hands lower and you move your feet further and further from the thing that you're pressing up from. So you can see that the angle is like drastically different. It's a lot closer to the ground. From there to there, it's a lot closer to the ground. Step number 4 is doing push-ups on a bench or a bed frame. So again, you move it again lower and lower. Now you're like at a, what's this? You're like at a 45-degree angle here. It's a lot harder than the first step, and you're a lot stronger than you were here, right? That's step 4. Step 5 is you do knee push-ups. Now by doing this, we shorten this whole ruler, and then you do knee push-ups like this, and like your legs and your quads or whatever over here, you're doing knee push-ups like this, and you're fully on the floor by this point. So it's actually looking like this. So that's your range of motion for the pull-up rep. Now the fifth and final, or not fifth, the seventh final step is doing full range of motion push-ups. So that's like the whole ruler here. You got your hands there pressing into the ground here. You got your feet here. That's the full range of motion. Now quickly, the form that you want for a full push-up is, first of all, fully extend your triceps at the top. You fully extend your triceps at the top. That's step 1. At the bottom of the rep, make sure that your chest is touching the floor. That's the second step. The third step of a perfect form for a push-up is to make sure that your core is tight. And you make sure your core is tight and straight by doing another cue of squeezing or tensing your glutes while you're doing the push-up. That helps you be like firm during the push-up. Like you don't want to do your push-ups like, you don't want to do your push-ups like that. That's not how you want to do it. You want to go straight up and then down, up and then down. You don't want to be like this, up and then down. So the main cue that I would go is tighten your core, chest to the ground, and fully extend your elbows. The last thing you want to do is don't flare out your elbows. Like if you're going down like that, don't flare your elbows out like that. Flare your elbows like you know when you do a dip, right? And you do a dip and your elbows are like tucking into your lats or whatever. That's the similar kind of thing that you want to go for. You want your elbows to be tucking into the side of your body, and almost like, I recommend your elbows like brushing against your lats or like your rib cage or whatever when you're doing the push-ups. You don't want your arms to be out wide because then you get a lot of like elbow pain and stuff. You want your elbows to be like tight with your body, like that's the angle. You don't want it to be like that. You want it to be like that angle, or even you can go like that angle, but don't make your elbows more than a 45-degree angle from like your waist. So that's the main form of push-up, and that's the regressions. Hope that helps. Thanks for watching.